Hey guys, welcome to RGB Animation. My name is Seth, and today I'm going to be talking about the basics of Toon Boom Harmony. We'll not only be learning how to add pegs, but also how they interact with our character rigs. Alright, to start off, before we go adding pegs to our characters, we want to dive into Harmony's preferences so that we can change a few of its default settings. So if we go up to Harmony, hit Preferences, we'll see this window pop up, and we want to go to our General tab to start off. Now underneath the Settings column, there's an option called Default Separate Position for Pegs. We want to check this box so that every peg that we create will have this as a default setting. Now secondly, we want to go to our Advanced tab and also uncheck the box that says Element Node Animate Using Animation Tools Default Value. Okay, so now we want to get into placing our pegs. So to start off, we're going to add a peg to one of our characters. Now as you can see, our other personality cores all have pegs on them, but GLaDOS is missing a peg. Harmony's shortcut by default for adding pegs is Control P. You want to select your drawing, hit Control P or Command P on Mac, and you'll get a peg that pops up. Now, by default, our peg will always have its origin point in the middle of our camera view, which is okay sometimes, but right now, I think we want to reposition our peg so that it's better situated for the movement of our character. So how do we move the peg position from being in the center here to where we want it? We can do this by going to our Advanced Animation column. And if you don't see these tool sets in your Harmony window, right click on the tab and you can add it through here. And again, it's the Advanced Animation column. So the tool that we want to grab is our Rotate Peg tool. And now Harmony gives us the ability to move our peg whichever place that we want to put it. So we'll move our peg, instead of being in the middle of the camera view, now over to the pivot point that we actually want. Like so. So now when we go to move our character, she is going to pivot from this location rather than in the center. All right, so next I want to walk through what I call a parent hierarchy. So what is a parent hierarchy? Basically, it's our relationship between the parent peg and its children peg. So for this example, I'd like to use our GLaDOS character as the parent. And I want my personality cores to be its children. So how do we do this? Basically, we just plug it in, like so. So after we've done that, now, whenever we move our GLaDOS peg, not only is GLaDOS going to move, but every other character that she's attached to is going to move. So you may be wondering, well, how is this useful for my character rig? So inside of Wheatley, you can see how we have all of these parent pegs attached to their children pegs. So for example, when I move my eye peg, it's moving my pupil and it's also moving my eyelids as well. Now lastly, one thing that I think is really important in character rigging is how we organize our node view. So if we expand this over here, you can see I've got it set up so that every peg is moving in the same direction, so to speak. So it allows me to really clearly see my parent to child relationship. For example, when we zoom in, we can see that our eyelid is the child of the eye, and the eye is the child of the head, and so forth. It just keeps things very clear, and whenever yourself or someone else needs to go into your rig, it just makes it very easy for them to see what's going on. So that concludes this tutorial on pegging. As usual, the Harmony scene file will be linked below in the description, and I've also included something special with it. Inside is my Wheatley character rig for you guys, to not only learn from and deconstruct, but also to animate if you choose. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you next time.